Okay, welcome back, Jabalali. In this tutorial, we are going to begin performing some calculations. My first calculation is I want to find the total size of all of my countries together. So first, I'm going to just change the size of that. It's a little bit smaller than the other. That's better. Okay, so we're going to add another title here. I'm going to add the title TOTAL, total, and then I'm just going to make that font a bit bigger. There's my font size, and I'm going to align my font to the right this time, and I'm going to add a border around this cell and change the font size. So there's the font size, and here is the cell border. Okay, you'll see I've got a nice black border around here. So I'm going to put the total of all of these numbers in here. So when we are doing a calculation in a spreadsheet, you always start with the equal sign. Okay, now I want to add all of these numbers together. So you use a special what's called function. Now, function is just a shortcut to doing a quick calculation, really. So we're going to sum. Sum means to add, so you type in SUM. Now, a sum function is used to add together multiple numbers. They could be in columns, they could be in rows. This one's in a row. So I've typed in SUM, and I'm going to now select the sum function from this list. So there's lots and lots of different functions, but we're using the sum function. So I tap on there, and I automatically get a bracket. And now it's waiting for me to select the numbers to add. So I'm going to click on my first number and hold and drag, and you can see it's making a dotted line around all of these numbers. Once I've selected them all, be sure not to select the title because it can't add a number to a text. Once you've selected it, if you make a mistake, you can delete and try selecting again. So I've selected all my numbers, then press enter, and that will automatically add up all those values together, and the answer is 54,925,293 kilometers squared, and that's all of those countries added together. And so that is how you add a column of numbers together. Okay, now I'm just going to emphasize that by adding a different color background. Let's go for an orange. There you go. So there's my total. Now, next I'm going to use a different function. This function is to find the smallest number in this column. So I'm going to add a heading. I'm going to type in smallest country. Okay, just need to widen my column slightly. And I'm going to put the smallest country amount is in here. So I'm going to tap in there. And again, I'm using a function. So I type in equals. Now to find the smallest number, column or row of numbers, you type in the word MIN. That's for minimum. It's looking for the minimum value. So I click on this function min, and it will give me my bracket. And then all I need to do is select the numbers that I'm looking in. Remember, don't choose the title. Once you've selected the numbers, you just tap on enter, and that will give you the smallest value. Now I'm going to do largest country. So give myself another title, and I want the value to be displayed in here. So again, I'm using a function, so I type equals, and then this time it's MAX, short for maximum, and then I choose the value, the function max from the list, and then just like you did before, you select the numbers that you're searching in. Remember not to select the title. Once you select all the numbers, you press enter, and you will get the maximum value, and that is Russia, which is 17,098,250. Okay, kilometers squared. And then the final function I'm going to show you how to use is the average. So we're going to type in another heading average size. So this is going to find the average size of all of those numbers. So again, I want the answer to go in here. So I type equals because I'm starting a function, and my function name this time is average. So type AVERAGE for average, select the correct function, and then you select your numbers again, And once you've done that, you press enter and you will get the average value of this column of numbers. And now I can make my spreadsheet look a little bit more interesting. So I'm going to do some formatting quickly, change the size, change the column width again, like that, change the background color, and again, change the size of my font here, just so it stands out. Background color change, and change the font. And that is how you use the function to find the minimum, which is the smallest number in a column or row, the maximum, to find the maximum number in a column or row, and the average, which finds the average number, again, in this column of numbers. And we also did here, we use the sum function to add all these numbers together. And that is the end of that little tutorial on showing you how to use some calculating functions in Google Sheets. Take care, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.